this is Rebecca with RL Designs. Today we're going to learn how to pivot, which means how to turn a corner with your fabric. This is a very essential task that you need to learn in order to learn to sew a garment or a pillow or anything else that you'd like to do. So the first thing we're going to do, as I've stated before, is we're going to start with 2 pieces of fabric. I like to do 2 pieces of fabric because that's the thickness that most of us are going to be using when we are sewing anyway. So you should be able to feel the thickness as you're going. So we've put our 2 pieces of fabric underneath our foot right here, and we're lining it up with the number 2 or with a guide that you have on your faceplate. We will put our presser foot down, and just as in sewing a straight line, we're going to begin by doing a couple of stitches. We're going to back stitch just a couple, and then we're going to make a nice straight line. Go at a steady pace. Let your foot just rest on the bottom of the pedal so that you don't go too fast or too slow. And I'm also not pushing or pulling my fabric. Now, we've reached the end, and you'll notice that my needle goes automatically down. But if your needle is not down when you've reached the end, you need to make sure that you turn the hand wheel on the side so the needle goes down. With the needle down, we're going to raise our presser foot, and we're going to turn our fabric so that we have made a 90-degree angle. At that point, we will go ahead and put our presser foot back down and continue sewing. So we have sewed across this way, and now we're going to sew down. No need to back stitch because we have our seam already locked. Now, same thing, we've reached the end, our needle is down, we raise our presser foot, and we're going to pivot it again. So now we're going perpendicular to the line that we just made. Put your presser foot down again, and continue on at a steady pace. No back stitching required until we reach the spot where we're going to pivot one last time to make our rectangle. Needle is down, presser foot up. We pivot the material until we're going to make one final straight stitch to our first beginning line. So here we go to complete the rectangle. We go down, and when we reach the bottom at this point, we are going to lock it off. So we stop at the end, push the back space button, do a couple of stitches, raise our foot, and there we have our pivot. Now you will notice we have nice straight corners along our rectangle. I would recommend trying this technique out just on some scrap fabric 2 or 3 times until you're comfortable pivoting, making a straight line, back stitching, and doing all that you need to do in order to make a rectangle. In our future projects, we're going to talk about how to make lovely seams that are straight.